Philippines is a country of passion. A nation full of stories, colors, and characters. We live loud, from our fiestas to our fandoms. And in the heart of our creative expression is Manila, a city where culture collides and communities thrive. But in 2020, all of that paused. The COVID-19 pandemic locked us inside. Streets emptied, events vanished, and life, as we knew it, has changed. During those quiet months, something unexpected happened. While we were apart, people began to connect in new ways, online, creatively, and emotionally. Many picked up hobbies. Some learned to cook. Others played games. And for a growing number of Filipinos, one form of expression stood out: cosplay. Through online shops, accessible costumes, and social media platforms like TikTok and Facebook, cosplay became more than entertainment. It became a lifeline, a way to feel something again, to be someone, to create, even in isolation. What started as a fun distraction became a deep form of identity, art, and community. And, in the years that followed, cosplay in the Philippines didn't fade. It exploded! And this documentary explores that explosion. The stories behind the wigs, the stitching, the smiles, the culture, the criticism, and even the community. And the people, Filipino cosplayers, who made it all happen. What began as a hobby during lockdowns has become a full-blown cultural wave. In the years after the pandemic, cosplay transformed. Across the country, cosplay started making headlines. In October 2024, Baguio City made national news with its inflatable race in full costume during the Baguio Cosplay Festival. Mascots, anime characters, and local icons raced down Session Road, drawing cheers from tourists and locals alike. Cosplay wasn't just on convention floors anymore. It was out in the open, on streets, in malls, and online. Even brands took notice. Local and international companies began hiring cosplayers as ambassadors, tapping into their visual impact, creativity, and massive online following. Cosplayers started fronting ad campaigns, launching products, and influencing mainstream media with their presence. But nowhere is this movement felt more than in Manila. The capital remains the heartbeat of the Filipino cosplay scene, hosting some of the biggest and most anticipated events in the country. At the center of it all is Cosplay Mania, a gathering that continues to draw tens of thousands of fans each year. According to Pablo Bayran, president of Cosplay PH, the cosplay community is steadily growing, especially among the youth. He shares that after the pandemic, there's been a visible rise in new cosplayers, young artists stepping into the world of costumes, characters, and community. Cosplay PH, the powerhouse behind Cosplay Mania, celebrated its 16th year with a 3-day spectacle. Traditionally held at the SMX Convention Center in Pasay, the organization is now expanding its reach, bringing events to new venues like Okada and Ayala malls. This shift reflects how cosplay is growing, not just in numbers, but in presence, accessibility, and cultural relevance. Today, cosplay is no longer a niche. It's national. It's everywhere. But what exactly is cosplay? And why does it matter so much to many?
Alam niyo po ba kung ano yung cosplay?
Ano yon? Cartoon?
Ew! Ang cringe ng cosplay.
Elite, something that only a few people can do.
Cosplay? Naku, gastos lang yan, no?
I think it's for childish people.
Mga papansin?
Paki ko dun.
Cosplay, at first glance, it looks like dress up. Bright costumes, bold wigs, characters from comics, anime, games, or film. To outsiders, it may seem childish or extravagant. Something for kids or teenagers who refuse to grow up, if you know what I mean. But that's not the whole story. Cosplay is short for costume play. First gained traction in Japan during the 1980s, rooted in fan conventions where people dressed as their favorite anime and manga characters. Inspired by American sci-fi events and Comic-Cons, it quickly evolved into a cultural movement of its own, spreading across the globe from Tokyo to Toronto, from Seoul to Sao Paulo. Today, it's a worldwide phenomenon. Cosplay isn't just a hobby, it's an industry, a form of performance art, and a way for people to connect across cultures. In the Philippines, the cosplay community began as small groups meeting in malls and anime fairs. But over the years, it has grown into a vibrant, nationwide scene, complete with large-scale events, competitions, and a deep sense of camaraderie. Two of the biggest forces behind this growth are Cosplay PH and Ozine Events. These organizers have turned fan gatherings into major conventions that celebrate creativity, craftsmanship, and community. People may think it's immature, expensive, or useless. But, for many, cosplay has been life-changing. To understand the real impact of cosplay, we spoke to 4 individuals, each with their own journey, different stories, different struggles, but all bound by one thing: the love for this art form. Here's what they shared.
Could you introduce yourself po by sharing your cosplay alias and age?
My name is Prince de Guzman. I'm 28 years old, and my cosplay name is Prince de Guzman. Transformations.
I'm 24. My cosplay alias is Riri Ashi.
Hello, I am Jella Grayson. I am a cosplay craftsman and I make cosplay props. I am 32 years old and yeah, that's me.
I am a 24-year-old Tarlakenyo cosplayer. When I'm in cosplay, I brand myself as Chuchi, and I cosplay usually characters that have over-the-top or like exaggerated makeup. But for now, I'm very demure. Yeah.
So can you tell us po about your character muna for today? Where are they from and why did you choose that character?
I'm cosplaying Teho from Valorant. I haven't cosplayed any Valorant character for a very long time, and I think I can relate to Teho, though I don't know much deeper about his character because the information available about him is very shallow pa lang, but he's Latino. I'm not really good at playing Valorant. I'm very noob. But Teho because Latino kasi, and he's OP daw, so
My character is Mirai Kuriyama from Beyond the Boundary, or Kyokai no Kanata in Japanese. And I chose Mirai because she's comfortable to wear and she's one of my favorite characters.
Okay, so for today, I am cosplaying as Kurena Kukumila from 86. It is a manga, light novel, and an animated series, which is a mecha. Ang genre niya ay mecha and sci-fi drama. So I chose this character because it is the convenient choice for me right now. I am supposed to go here as Harley Quinn, but in this weather, I cannot do that kind of makeup. But this one, I chose her because she's one of the characters that I love from the series.
Today I'm dressed up as Kamisato Ayaka, and she's from Genshin Impact. I chose this character today just because I wanted to do a makeup trial, and then since you guys are coming along, I could just, okay, let's take a photo of this outfit also. But also, this is my outfit for Ren Fair, okay? So Ren Fair is happening next week, and I wanted to have a Muromachi era Ayaka, which is more or less Middle Ages. So, I mean, and that's why I also chose a vintage kimono I bought from Shopee.
So next is, how did you learn about cosplay and what made you decide to give cosplay a try?
Well, I learned about cosplay when I was in junior high school. Since my teacher was affiliated with some very well-known cosplayers like Yui Aquino, and my teacher was also a cosplayer. And with my love for anime, it just kind of inspired me to dress up as well. My favorite characters, I wanted to portray them with a mix of my own personality as well.
I'm so curious about what's happening behind the camera when it comes to horror movies. So when I was a kid, I don't get afraid or get scared when I watch horror movies. It's more of how does this happen? Paano nangyari to? So my love for horror turned into my love for makeup. Then I'm also into acting. So I think na-in-love ako sa cosplay because all of those form of art, dun ko siya na-execute, dun ko siya na-express through cosplaying.
First kong na-discover ang cosplay back when I was in elementary school because I used to go and live in the same area as these two cosplayers. And siblings sila na cosplayers. And back then, hindi ko pa alam kung ano yung tawag sa ginagawa nila. What I know is they dress up as anime and Vocaloid characters. And sa area namin, walang gumagawa nun.
Funny story. I don't tell this story enough as much. But back in 2013, my brother, Dini Grayson, needed a chaperone to join a superhero group cosplay. My mom was like, "You're not gonna go to this convention unless you have chaperone." And then, "Kuya, ikaw na nga, go." And I'm just like, "But I don't know cosplay." No, just go. You don't have to wear costume. And then sabi, next thing I knew, one of their group mates had an extra Nightwing costume. So it was really weird because we are the same size, like even same build. We kind of look the same pa. So sabi ko, sige, I'll wear my combat boots just in case I want to cosplay. No, I don't want to cosplay. I wore it. Sabi, para you can chaperone your brother. And then you're in costume also. See? So we're nice guys.
Being exposed to that kind of to those kind of people makes me think na you can be creative and expressive pala in that way. And as someone na timid even back when I was a child, na-realize ko na unti-unti na may mga iba't ibang ways pala para i-express yung sarili.
Can you describe your first cosplay experience? And sino yung character na pinortray mo doon?
Actually, my first experience cosplaying was in school, during high school. My classmates are into anime. They introduced cosplaying to me. But yung pinaka-unang creation ko is Pennywise. It started 2017. I was about to quit my passion into acting, cosplaying, and sabi ko, I have to decide right now. Kailangan ko na mag-corporate because I have to think about my future, of course. But sabi ko, I'm gonna open a YouTube channel just to, make it as a diary. And then I get this call from Warner Brothers because they saw my Pennywise transformation. And they invited me to ToyCon. And that's my very first con for, I think, 10 years. So my experience in ToyCon was amazing. So everybody was amazed with my work. I was so flattered. And for the first time, though I'm in heavy makeup, I felt seen during that time.
I have two experiences since the first one wasn't really kind of cosplay. It was more of a mix of just a kimono. So I rented a kimono and then I bought a Shinoa wig from Owari no Seraph. And then I went to, I believe, an Ozin, Tanabata, which was in Mega Mall. And then my experience during that time, since I was a newbie cosplayer, I wasn't used to wearing contacts yet. I wasn't used to wearing the eyelashes. So it's more of just simple makeup, but I wasn't overwhelmed, more like overjoyed, since it was my first time. Like I was finally realizing my dream. It's coming true, and interacting with other cosplayers as well, and other people would want to take a picture with me, really made me happy. And then the next one, which is my very first like official cosplay, would be Mirai as well, but the sexy idol version. I rented that cosplay since I didn't have enough money to buy cosplay yet, but it was still a fun experience. I met with friends, and it was really just a fun time.
My first cosplay experience is back in 2022, and hindi siya expected because I was supposed to just join my sister sa isang event sa Clark because mag-open siya ng booth doon, and she's also going to cosplay someone from Darling in the Franxx. Yeah. So, bigla, inaya niya ako na, uy, may catwalk contest dito sa event na ito. And then, I have this Hutao cosplay. So, sige, try ko. And later on, nakita ko na lang yung sarili ko na gumagawa na ng stuff of home, nagko-crochet na nung Butao bag because, syempre, even though I do not cosplay, first time kong mag-cosplay yun, I want to present myself as someone na very in character. So, in just two days and 2 nights, we managed to finish our costumes, our props, and we even managed to do our skit. So, it's my first time performing sa first event na attendan ko. So, it's really fun. Yan.
Ooh, so let's go back to that time when I had to wear that costume out of the blue. So, literally, the only thing I knew about Nightwing was he had a really good puwet. But, you know, dressing up as Nightwing and as a superhero. Before, I used to kind of like superheroes. Now, not so much anymore. But before, I was like, oh, I felt like a superhero. I was trooping around with these other superhero cosplayers. And that was really fun. And I felt it was great. I couldn't really describe the exact feeling, but it was fun. Very plain and simple. It was fun. And that's how it started. And then after that, I wanted to have my own costume made. So basically, that's just the start of everything. That somehow led to me being a sexy girl.
In what ways has your approach to cosplay changed over time, such as your choice of character or any skills you gained or improved?
So, along the way, na-improve ko talaga yung skills ko sa makeup. Prosthetics and makeup and sculpting. Yeah. Yeah, because when you're creating your prosthetics, yun yung pinaka-gusto ko siguro na part ng process, sculpting, because it relaxes me. Also, when it comes to the materials, I discovered na meron palang special grade of clay. It's humbling. So at first, I started with the stuff I can see in my house, Vaseline, flour. Then I discovered latex, and right now we're already running silicone prosthetics. And my final goal is to, improve it sa Hollywood grade na. So that's how my skills have evolved through time, which is fun and very exciting. So at first, I cosplayed horror characters. And then, of course, my community started to suggest, why don't you try gaming? By the way, during this time, I can't even distinguish a Marvel from a DC superhero. But I've always wanted to dive into the pop culture, which hindi ko magawa before because, I'm busy, I'm juggling work and college. So that time, I think it's time. I broke out of the box and did gaming characters and anime characters. And the rest is history.
Well, if I were to compare my first cosplays and my cosplay now, the difference would be, I guess, the quality. So before, as long as it's cheap, I'm gonna buy it. If I like the character, I'm gonna buy it. I just want to portray the character that I like. But recently, I've become more picky or choosy when it comes to costumes. And I would tweak them as well, like kind of sew the seams, like make it more fitted for me. And in regards to the styling as well, kind of delve deep into the wig styling techniques, and then also, of course, the makeup styles.
One thing is makeup. Because back then, nung hindi ako nagko-cosplay, hindi talaga ako gumagalaw ng makeup. I wanted to express more of my creativity when it comes to painting. So, kasi pag nagme-makeup ako, iniisip ko yung face ko as a canvas. And in that way, I try to do makeup looks na minsan hindi ko talaga ginagawa in a normal basis. And other thing na natutunan ko through cosplaying is yung editing. Because cosplaying, hindi lang siya yung process minsan, or like, as of now, hindi lang siya yung process ng pag-transform through costume and through makeup, through wig. But sometimes, may natitweak din tayo after our cosplays, di ba? When we do our shoots, when we go outside and may mga pumitik sa'yo sa mga conventions, minsan may isip mo din na, oh, I'd like to do something sa costume ko na hindi ko nagawa on that actual day. So, may mga bagay na pwede mong ayusin in post-process, and yun yung isa sa mga natutunan ko. Kahit basic Photoshop and video editing skills, yan, may unti-unti tayo na-develop.
How has cosplaying shaped the way you see yourself or express your identity? So, self-image and confidence mo?
For me, it really boosted my confidence because I've been a shut-in ever since I was young. So technology was introduced to us at a young age. So instead of like going outside, playing games with your neighborhood kids, I usually just stay inside and play games. So in regards to confidence, I had zero. So cosplaying greatly contributed to how I would portray myself. Although I do cosplay because I kind of wanted to hide myself. Like, I don't have to be myself when I'm cosplaying since it's a different character.
Because back then, madalas ako magki-issue sa gender and body dysmorphia. And through cosplay, mas natutunan kong i-accept yung sarili ko, and na-realize ko na being fluid is normal. So, one day I can dress up as a woman, one day I can dress up as a man, or someone in between. And that's perfectly fine. And another thing that I realized is that parang mas naging confident ako. One reason because I feel like I'm dressing up as a different character, as a different person. And that makes me more confident to converse with other people. Unlike when I'm not in cosplay, and sometimes madalas ako ma-anxious kapag mga public speaking or like mga social gatherings. But with cosplay and with attending conventions, I get to talk to other people kahit hindi ko pa kakilala, kahit first time kong ma-meet. And when we have something, a common topic na we both like, it just clicks.
I'm not that confident before, so I used to cosplay characters with heavy makeup, heavy prosthetics. You know, the most ironic part here is when you're cosplaying, people thought you're wearing a mask, you're hiding yourself. But it's actually, you know, you're screaming your true personality. I never thought that I could express myself through cosplaying because I choose characters based most of the time with how I feel, with my own experience. So I noticed that during the time when I'm cosplaying villains, same emotions, you know, I'm hurt, I feel pain, but when I cosplay superheroes, those are the times when I feel I'm healed, I've conquered something, I've won something. So I'm using these character stories, translate into cosplay, and tell my own story. So ang laking impact nun for me on how I express myself to people.
I really like this question. It's especially when it came to like figuring out who I want to be as just Angelo, as just Jello. Like, when I was a kid, I would always try to be an adult. Like, I liked wearing suits. Like, going to the office, kasi when I used to work in an office, I was a business development officer, and it was a law firm pa. And I don't know, it didn't feel right to me growing up na parang it's a bit too mayabang, it's a bit too excessive. I'm just like, looking back na parang nagkikringe ako dati. Nagkikringe ako sa old self ko. But that's still part of me. In 2019, I suddenly like, what am I? What is my sexuality? What do I like? What do I really like to cosplay? I realized like, I just want to be pretty. And I've been holding this back since I was a child pa nga eh. And then like before, people would say, oh, ang babae naman ng legs mo. And I was like, okay. So I wear pants all the time. I used to be such a not like, I didn't like who I was back then, but now I find more and more that I'm loving myself more. And that was because of cosplay. Cosplay actually opened up myself, made me relax more, made me more open to new things. And I think that's one of my favorite parts about this hobby. Again, it's about loving myself more through this hobby, and it's not just, like people say, oh, you're wasting money on this hobby. No, honestly, at least I don't have to, think about, I'm less depressed than I was, I'm less anxious because of cosplay, honestly. So, ayun.
What are some of your most memorable experience or achievement in cosplay?
It's not that big of an achievement, but I guess winning cosplay competitions in schools. And then after I graduated high school, they invited me to be a panel or like judge, also host some of the events that they had.
It's very memorable for me when people come to me who are not into cosplaying and telling me that I've made a positive impact in their life. I never thought of that when I started cosplay, and I never imagined it na makaka-apekto ako ng someone who's not into cosplaying. So, I've experienced that in Thailand, in Philippines. So, lahat yun memorable for me. I remember each one of those interactions, and I don't want to forget it because it keeps me moving forward. I never thought that cosplay would bring me to places that I never imagined I'll be there, that I'll meet my heroes through cosplay, that I'll meet Hollywood celebrities through cosplay.
I would say yung time ng release ng Haikyuu The Dumpster Battle last year, because I get to cosplay Hinata for different events. One event is yung sa isang promotion for Dotonbori, and the other one is for the cinema release sa SM North. And yung mga times na yun kasi is very memorable for me as someone who has grown up with that anime. Mula high school, sinusubaybayan ko siya. And then, I didn't see myself years later na i-cosplay ko siya and for a bigger crowd pa. So, it's something na I really treasure the most. And to see people and fellow fans of the anime celebrate and get together to watch that anime, I feel proud then to take part in the promotion of that anime during that time.
Honestly, it's getting my workshop. Because I used to work in my bedroom lang. Literally like, my bedroom before here was pretty small. And then literally, I would work here and then I would sleep here. And then with my then partner, we would sleep together pa in this tiny bed. Kasi sabi ko sa architect, I want my bed to be small kasi di naman magkakaroon ng girlfriend eh. Okay lang. Nagka-girlfriend ako that time. Ayun, we just shared a tiny bed. And then the rest of my bedroom was all just work. And then there's dust all the time. There's paint everywhere. Now, I have my own bedroom there, a bigger bedroom na. and then I have my workshop here. So my commute is literally 10 seconds. And honestly, that's one of the biggest things that really changed my workflow, making it a divide between the work and the home. Again, this is a privilege that I have, and I'm so thankful for it. So, ayun, that just made things more professional as a cosplay crafter. It has made me more diligent in, keeping things, being good to your clients. Honestly, being good to your clients. I'm a businessman. So, like, yung friends ng mom ko, they come over here and then they're just like, wow. They come to the workshop, like, wow, what's this? It's such a niche thing. And I just show them, the great aspects of what good it's been on my life. And whenever they hear me say these things, and it's just like, to no fail, they always say, wow, I'm glad that you're actually doing what you love in life. And personally, I think I'm just really lucky because not a lot of people are able to do this. And it doesn't seem like people always ask me for advice. How do I make this a business? I don't always say na hard work will get you there. Honestly, it's also like I have a certain privilege because my mom is helping me. We suddenly had this workshop, like this studio. We used to live lang in one side of the building. This one was up for sale because we had so many people to help us. So I'd say that I'm one of the more luckier cosplayers, and I don't always attribute it to just hard work because that's not fair to everybody. Because not everybody has the same opportunities, and that's why ayun.
You have to be practical.
Exactly. You gotta work. Because there's no shame in doing cosplay and then working as well. That's your journey. My journey is different, and that's because of the circumstances. And I'm not putting down anybody else who don't have much either. So I understand that not a lot of people can do that either because, living today is so hard.
How do cosplay events help you feel a sense of connection and belonging with others in the community?
Cosplay led me to many friends that I have right now. So there was one time I was cosplaying as Yoimiya from Genshin Impact. So Genshin Impact is a game that is widely known, I believe. I cosplayed as Yoimiya, and then I saw a group of Genshin cosplayers. So I joined in with them, and they were all friendly, and I sat with them, I made conversation with them, and they also invited me to be part of their own Genshin group. So it really boosted my social circle by a lot, just by going to that one convention and meeting those people.
It helps me become more comfortable knowing na may collective queerness sa mga events. When I say queerness, not just yung pagiging sa gender aspect, but yung pagiging weirdo, pagiging kakaiba, pagiging out of the box ng mga tao. And when people gather in one space, doing what they love the most, expressing themselves in different ways, nakakatuwa siyang makita. You see people na comfortable sa kanilang sariling skin, and may mga tao na nagtitipon-tipon, they bond over their shared interests. So, cosplay events, they don't just focus minsan sa cosplaying. Minsan may mga events na may teams, and minsan may mga events na specifically for games lang. But the good thing is, hindi siya nare-restrict. Some other organizers set up activities like singing contests, may mga Q&As, may mga ini-invite na guests to do their talks and to talk about their expertise. And it's not just a fun experience, but it can also be an educational experience for con-goers, both long-time con-goers and new con-goers alike.
Confession, tamad ako pumunta. Because, even if I'm super I'm very bombastic when I talk to people. I'm gonna run out of juice later on, and I'll be like, I'm really an introvert talaga. But when I do go to events, it really feels great to be able to go like, I mean, me as a cosplay crafter, as Jello Grayson, it's like, wow, Jello, I really love your works. Your works really inspired me to do this, that, and I'm just like, don't make me cry.
Can you share examples of how you and other cosplayers collaborate or exchange ideas to support one another?
Oh my God, yeah. Like, when I always tell, well, one of the most concrete ways that this happens is when I do workshops in schools or in other events. Like, I always tell people during workshops or during conventions, I was like, hey, just ask me questions on my page. It's free. Don't worry. I don't want to monetize my advice because in my opinion, the advice that I give is already out there. I'm just here to like grab all of the information, share it to people because it's nice to just talk to them and, you know, tell them the secrets of the trade because, you know, it's fun to learn together.
I've always seen these conventions as celebration. It's a celebration of love and your common love for pop culture, anime. I meet people who are in cosplay, and as we celebrate that common love, you discover that you're all the same. You all have these experiences outside, and you're here to forget reality for the meantime. Syempre, usually, pupunta yung tao sa akin sa booth and I always have that connection with people na, uy, ganda ng costume mo, tapos mamaya-maya usapan nyo na kamusta sa inyo, kamusta sa bahay. Ayoko naman na pa-picture, pirma, bye. I always ask them. And it's amazing to discover that we're all the same talaga. I mean, we may be in different costumes, we may look different, but nandito kayo because you're enjoying this fantasy so you can face reality a little bit stronger tomorrow.
What's a misconception about cosplay you'd like to correct?
One misconception is it's just for weirdos and kids. Because anyone can cosplay naman. I see people na may edad na, as in yung matatanda na, but they enjoy going to conventions. And may mga tao na they don't really watch anime, but at first they're just congoers, but seeing the culture in events, naiengganyo silang mag-cosplay. So, walang limit talaga ang cosplaying. It's just, may mga times na yung iba na hindi exposed talaga sa event is ganun yung inaakala. Probably because yun yung madalas nila makita.
I would say that it's sexualized a lot because of the role-playing scheme in NSFW fields.
Cosplay is art. It's a form of art just like any form of art. It's like drawing, acting, painting. It's an expression. It involves a lot of talent, crafting, coloring, painting, drawing, sculpting. It involves a lot of art. So, hindi totoo na madali ang cosplay, and it's for kids and it's for childish people because it involves a lot of creative skills. It involves a lot of talent, performance skills when it comes to expressing yourself on stage.
That cosplay is expensive because there are always going to be ways that you can do cosplay on a budget as well. And I think the reason why people think it's expensive is because they want to go all the way up to like top level already, or they want to be the best right away. But honestly, like cosplay in time in memoriam has always been about, you know, more or less making your own costumes. And yes, of course, it's expensive to buy like a 1/3 illusion costume or something because, you know, it's already available. Like, but back in the day, like cosplay used to be like you really had to source everything. There will be ways you can find maybe a seamstress sa bayan nyo or sa village nyo that can actually do things. And that's how I started also eh. And yeah, it's more, I'd say cosplay being expensive is more of a gray area, you know? I wouldn't say it's always going to be expensive, but it can be. You know, there's also this misconception na guys who cosplay as girls are gay. Not necessarily. I can count at least 3 people who are definitely straight, but they love being pretty. In our community, having a guy cosplay as a girl is so normal now. And I think that's what makes it so much more fun, at least for me. I feel safe. I feel like it's not something that I'll have to worry as much about anymore. Of course, when I go out in public as a girl, yeah, I just feel fortunate that I am woman passing most of the time. Until I open my mouth. I have a very low voice kasi. But yeah, so again, like guys, come on guys. I'm just doing this for me.
That I have to be beautiful. You know, that's the greatest misconception for me, because it's not about how you look, but it's all about how you present yourself and how your talent screams to these people and how it resonates to these people. Yun yung pinaka-misconception, that you always have to be beautiful, you always have, kailangan plakado ka palagi, kailangan malinis ka palagi. No, you can play with it, you can be dark, you can be weird. And enjoy it. Kasi andun nga kayo eh, parang you're all here to be weird. I think for me, that is what I want with conventions. Make conventions weird again. Kasi lately, of course, it's all about social media, the reacts, the likes. Again, you have to be beautiful, but you don't have to.
In what ways do cosplay events in Manila highlight or represent aspects of Filipino culture?
I remember seeing this group of cosplayers who did traditional Filipiniana costumes of their favorite characters, and I think that's really cute.
With just the wig, they're portraying the character but in Filipino costumes. As well as some stalls or some shops just selling pure Filipino stuff like the wood-carved figurines. I would see that in some conventions.
So yung mga ganong instances, napapakita din kung gaano tayo creative as Filipinos. And there are times din na may mga events na nag-i-invite ng mga voice artists ng mga Filipino dub versions ng mga anime na kinalakihan ng mga kabataan dito sa Pilipinas. So yung mga ganong opportunities din nakakatuwa kasi na-expose tayo sa sa artistry sa Philippines na ginagawa din sa ibang bansa, pero dito hindi masyadong nabibigyan ng spotlight.
So how do you think cosplay events in the Philippines contribute to cultural exchange between local and international cosplay scene?
Ooh, you know, one of the biggest movers in this kind of topic that you described was the World Cosplay Championships, the WCS. I personally am not the type to want to compete in cosplay contests. But, you know, as a judge, I am there for my eye for detail and my expertise in 3D printing. But the thing with WCS is that they're always about promoting the culture of Japan as well. And most of the characters that they require people to cosplay there are from Japan. And the people who do win in the nationals and the regionals, and they get to go or will represent the Philippines, they fly out to Japan. I think, especially for competitive cosplayers out there, I think this is a great way for us to share, you know, to learn more about them, learn more about the techniques. And, you know, as a crafter, it's always so nice to have not just cultural exchange of our own culture, but also skills exchange and how they do things. Like, for example, in Germany, the way they prime foam is a little different from us. I think we're here in Southeast Asia, we're the only ones who use Greco, if anything. And then when I showed Greco to my friend Stella Chu in the States, and she was like, "What the heck is that?"
Ganda example, Ren Fair. Di ba meron na dito, pero ang ginagawa natin is parang Igorot style since sa Baguio.
Ren Fair, they have an entire day dedicated to Filipino culture and Philippine mythology. Yeah, I think it's great that we're putting it in the spotlight as well.
Or like international foreigners going here in the Philippines, going to conventions as guests, and they would be offered to eat Jollibee or Filipino food. And it's just fun to watch that they would enjoy or they would at least try the food that is presented to them. So that's all I could think about in regards to like cultural exchange.
As you can see, cosplay is deeply personal, but it's also shared. For every person in costume, there are dozens more cheering them on. taking photos, shopping for merch, hunting for their next favorite fandom. Cosplay lives through community, and that includes the people who just show up just to experience it.
Can we ask, like, why do you attend this convention?
Mainly, I attend conventions to support my favorite artists and also to buy merch like keychains, stickers, and posters.
Dapat nandito yung mga friends ko. Hindi ako natin dito na mag-isa. Papaturo rin sa mga photographer friends ko ng techniques ng pag nila, pagkukuha nila sa mga cosplayer.
Hindi lang naman cosplayer yung pwede mo makita sa con. So may mga bazaars, may mga kainan, ganun. And marami pang activities.
Anybody can cosplay. I have seen children, old people, and regular people doing cosplays and nobody bats an eye.
By now, you've seen the costumes, the conventions, the passion. You've heard the stories. Of fear turned to confidence, of loneliness replaced by community, of art born from struggle. Yes, cosplay is a hobby, but for many, it's more than that. It's a safe space, a creative outlet, a form of self-love, a way to cope, to grow, and to heal. To some, cosplay is performance. To others, it's armor. For a few, it's their career. But for most, it's joy. Here in the Philippines, cosplay has evolved beyond convention halls. It's become a cultural force, a stage where Filipino creativity shines, where craftsmanship, storytelling, and expression come together in ways that blur lines between fandom and tradition. It brings people from different regions, generations, and identities into one community. Whether you're from Baguio, Cebu, Davao, or even Manila, cosplay speaks a language we all understand: imagination, passion, and connection. Through events like Cosplay Mania and Ozine Fest, cosplay has created platforms for inclusive narratives and everyday Filipinos who just want to feel seen. It's not just about what we wear, it's about who we become and what we build together. Every person you've seen in this documentary defines cosplay differently. That's the beauty of it. It's not just one thing, it's whatever you need it to be. So before you judge someone in costume, you better ask yourself, what if that's the only time they feel like themselves? Because in a world that tells us who to be, cosplay lets us decide for ourselves.
What advice would you give to someone entering the cosplay community?
The advice that I would give is you don't always have to jump sa bandwagon train. You just have to cosplay at your own pace and at your own capacity.
If you don't have enough funds for it, you have to really settle to either buy second-hand costumes or look for shops that sell cheap cosplays if you really want to enter the cosplaying scenes with a very low budget.
Focus on things that you love. Okay, so it's all about having fun, and also it's all about focusing on the things that you really love to do. It shouldn't put stress on you. Cosplay shouldn't put stress on you. Cosplay should not be gatekeepy, no matter what your age is.
If you're entering the cosplaying scene, if you're interested in cosplay, don't do it for the clout. Do it for yourself. Do it because you like it. Do it because it inspires you. Do it because it becomes a method for you to express yourself, be creative.
Go into cosplay with love. Try as many things in cosplays as you can, because you might actually love sewing. I don't love sewing. I really hate sewing. You might love doing crafting. I love crafting so much, it became my business. You might love portraying characters. Then find your own kind of cosplay. You know, cosplay is gonna be different per person, and I have a very unique love for cosplay because my cosplaying centers on making things. And for the people starting out, Cosplaying can be whatever you want it to be. Just make sure you don't hurt anybody.
To be kind to others and to yourself. There may be days that it's so hard and it's so challenging to be kind, but please choose to be kind.
And overall, have fun.
Let them think whatever they think kasi I can change your opinion. So I just continue doing what I love.
Yung mga ibang nakatingin, huwag din na silang pakinggan. You know, this is all about having fun and celebrating what you love.
You don't have to get the latest one all the time. Just look for the ones that you really love and then love that costume until it breaks.
To those who cosplay, keep creating, keep expressing. You are seen. You are valid. And to those watching, thank you for listening, for looking closer. This is Cosplay in the Philippines. This is more than a hobby. This is culture. This is home.
So do you have any other thing that you want to say, Chef Web, as a final mo?
Hire Jello Grace and Props for your prop needs.
Perfect.
Yes.
Okay.
I like money.
Hotdog.
What's the longest they put it in time out?
30 minutes.
Ayun, wala na. enjoy cosplaying, guys.